Maybe the government should just stay shut down forever. What's up, everybody? Welcome aboard. It's Bubba's Daily Update, and maybe the government should just stay shut down forever. New highs across the board. What could be bad about that? Of course, they've somehow figured out a way, I think, to get another 3-week extension, which makes absolutely no sense, because if they're going to stick to the plan, then they're never going to get it worked out. If you don't understand how this all works, whenever there's a shutdown or a threat of a shutdown, they all get together and figure out a way to stick it to the middle class. And this is going to be, this time, I hope will be different. Hopefully, President Trump will stand up and will not tolerate this. But that is usually what happens, because there's a bad deal on the other side to get the government back open. In the meantime, markets are up to brand new all-time highs. Open much lower overnight, and all of a sudden, out of nowhere, boom, here we go higher. Interesting thing to look at, though, the VIX was not down as much as one might think based on the rally that we saw. But again, it does not clear the way. What we look like here is we're just a little bit thin. Maybe the bull is running out a little bit of steam, but in the meantime, the greed has kicked in 100%, and we're seeing them charge forward. They got to get them going, and that's really what's going on. You look at gold. Gold was floppy on both sides of unchanged. Not much happened. I think you look for a sale there. Oil was rallied up huge for about 20 minutes, fell all the way back down, then rallied late in the day, up a little bit for the day, but again, still can't break out through that 64, 65 level. Bonds, pretty stagnant all much of the day, but that makes sense considering they just got clobbered, and we see all these things going on. So at the end of the day, we have a market that is going to change and think of what's going to happen. Now, of course, the Bitcoin was under heavy pressure once again. And again, it's not really a concern. It shouldn't really worry you whether or not it's under pressure. What you should be thinking about is if there's a level that you want to step in, either there or some of the others. Again, we're going to see this kind of action. You know, we like to oversaturate and overemphasize how the numbers worked out. But at the end of the day, it's not that big of a deal. I think that it's not something that we should worry about by the exact movement. I think you got to look for a level to say, hey, I think this looks like a shot that it can go back up, or I want to sit and wait for a little bit longer. Don't try to outguess the overall chart of the market, because Bitcoin, like everything else, trades off of a chart. So we're not going to overly focus on the overall selling. I mean, maybe it's going into a bear market. Maybe the cryptos are going to go into a bear market. That's something that we have to evaluate, which we will continue to do. In the meantime, we're really just chopping in a wide range, up and down. We haven't really got clobbered yet. We're not going back up again. So we're kind of seeing these wide, volatile swings in between. Excuse me. In the meantime, they want to make it out. The pundits are trying to make this out like, oh my God, the government finally settled, so the market rally. The markets were up long before there was even a thought that they were going to settle this thing today. So let's not confuse the news with the markets that still want to go higher, right? That's the bottom line. At this point in time, markets are not ready to go down. They will continue to go higher. And let's not try to get in the way. We've got Netflix earnings later today. Got some big earnings starting. So let's see how it trades out. In the meantime, we're not ready to call the top. We're not ready to just massively get short. Biotech's are on fire today. We have to watch the tape and watch the action before we get too excited about anything. I do think that gold and oil are sales. Grain markets were pretty choppy, but tried to work higher. And the meats were very mixed, with fats up, feeders unchanged, and hogs down. A lot of mishmash going on here. We'll get back to it, and we'll figure it out and look at it tomorrow. In the meantime, don't forget about highschoolinvesting.com. And if you'd like to help us out, that's Patreon, patreon.com/Bubba Trading, and you can try my advisory. If you help us out there, I'll give you my futures advisory free for 1 week. In the meantime, don't forget to get the Bubba Show every single day at libertytalk.fm, 4 to 5 Eastern. And lastly, my picks, New England won. I didn't cover. So basically, I was unfortunately 0 for 2. Everybody have a great day. We'll see you back here tomorrow on Bubba's Daily Update. See you tomorrow, everybody.